Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this halter cowl neck top. Trust me, this top is very easy to make and I'll be taking you through the process. If this is something you're interested in, please keep watching. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. If you've done that, let's get down to business. I'm going to come down by ½ inch and mark a straight line which will serve as my start point. Now the length of the top I'm working with is a crop top, so I'm working with a length of 16 inches. Next thing I'll do, I'll mark my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'm just going to mark 8 inches for my shoulder. From the start line, we are going to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. Then here I'm marking 3 inches. And I'm going to connect both points to get my shoulder slope. The next thing I'll do, I'll be inputting my armhole depth. Now to get the armhole depth, the formula for calculating your armhole depth is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. Now the bust I'm working with is bust 38, so my armhole depth is going to be 8 inches. Remember we came down from the start point by 1 inch and my armhole depth is going to be 8 inches. So I'm going to have a total of 9 inches here because I want to get a straight line. So I'll be marking from the start point. So I'll be marking 9 inches from the start point. I'm going to be inputting my bust measurement and my waist measurement. Now this top is a dark top, so there will be no dark. My bust is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. I'm going to mark that here. My waist is 33. 33 divided by 4, that's 8.25. So I'm going to mark that here. I'm going to connect both points just like this. Now I'll be drawing my armhole curve. So my armhole depth is 8 inches. 8 inches divided by 2, I want to get the midpoint, which is 4 inches. So from that 4 inch mark, I'm going to come in by ½ inch. Then I'm going to draw my curve. This is my armhole curve. The style we're working on is a halter neck top. So we'll be altering this armhole into a halter neck style. So to do that, from this point, I'm going to come in by 2 inches. And I'm going to redraw my armhole. So this is my new armhole. I'm going to just cross out this part. I'll be working with a neck width of 5 inches. So I'm just going to mark 5 inches here. And the neck depth, I'm going to come down by 6 inches. And I'm just going to make a curve like this. The next thing I'm going to do, I'll be coming down by 1 inch here because this top is going to have a rope joining at the neck and I don't want it to be directly on the neck. I want it to come down a bit, so I'm just going to come down by 1 inch. I'm going to mark this like this. Then I want just where the strap to be very tiny because this is looking too wide. So I'm just going to adjust this a bit. I want it to be 1 inch, so I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to redraw this neckline. Just going to take this out. Now note that this is optional. I'm doing this because of the style of the top I'm making. That's why I'm doing this. We're done with the drafting of the front bodice. We're going to move over to drafting of the back bodice. I'm going to continue my start line to the end. I just want to share my pattern paper into 2 so I can draft the back body that way. So I'm just going to make a straight line. Now this is my center back line. The top length is still 16 inches, so I'm continuing this line. I'm extending the line. Still going to extend my armhole line. Just extending this line. At the center back here, I'm going to come in by ½ inch. This is to tighten my back and to avoid bulge, to avoid zip bulge. So I'm just going to come in by ½ inch and make a line here. So this will serve as my new center back line. This is my new center back line. So for this top, I'm not going to draft the full back bodice because it's going to have an open back. So I'm just going to work on this lower part because there will be a join in this part. Will join to this part while this part will be open. So it's not necessary to draft the armhole here. It's not necessary for me to draft the armhole since I'm not going to be working with that. So I'm just going to impute my bust measurement, which is 9.5, imputing it here, and my waist measurement, which is 8.25, imputing it here. And I'm going to mark. Now this is my back and this is my front. So I'm going to cut this out. So this is my front pattern and this is my back pattern. It's going to join. This is what I was trying to explain. The back is going to join to the front this way, so this side will be open. I'm going to cut this out on my fabric. I'm going to be adding the seam allowances all around my pattern. Now for the front part, we are trying to achieve a cowl neck effect. So to get that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slash this chest line open. I'm not slashing it all the way. Please be careful when cutting it so you don't cut it out. I'm just going to cut close and I'm going to stop. And we are going to spread it open on our fabric. So this is the fabric I'm working with. Please note when working on a dress with cowl effect, you just have to make sure that the fabric you're working with is not very thick, so it will be able to drape well. If you work with a very thick fabric, it won't drape properly, so just take note of that. So I'm going ahead to fold my fabric into two, just like this. I've folded my fabric into two, and I'll place my pattern paper at the center right here. Please note that the spread of your paper totally depends on you. The more you spread it, the more it will drape down. So I want to spread mine by 5 inches. I'm just going to spread it by 5 inches. You can spread yours more or less. It's totally up to you. I'll be adding my seam allowances all round, adding 1 inch at my hem. My side, I'll be adding 1 inch. This is the armhole. I'll be adding half inch all round. Adding half inch all round the neckline. Just going to curve it, follow the curve and curve it. Now I'm going to cut this out. So I'll be adding my zipper allowance at the center back. So this top is going to have a zipper. So I'm just going to mark my zipper allowance of 1 inch. Then at my hem, I'm going to mark 1 inch. At the sides, I'm marking 1 inch. At the upper part, I'm going to mark half inch. Now I'm done cutting my back piece. I'm just going to indicate my center back so I don't end up getting confused. Then this is my upper part. Just going to make an arrow here to indicate. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place this on my fabric again and cut out facing. For both the front and the back, I'll be cutting out facing. So this is my facing for the front. I'm going to cut my facing for the back. We're going to mark my zipper allowance and the top. So that's it for the back. The next thing is I'll cut out my strap. Remember I said the top is going to have a strap that will be tied around the neck. So I'm just going to cut out my strap. So I've gone on to cut out 2 straps measuring 24 inches by, the length is 24 inches and the width is 3 inches. So we're done cutting out all the pieces, so let's go and join them. So this is my strap and I'll be folding it into 2. And I'll sew with half-inch allowance. I'll be sealing off one of the edges. I'm going to trim off the excess. I'm done trimming the excess. I'm just going to bring it out through this hole to the right side. I'm done turning my straps over to the right side and I've gone ahead to press this. So next thing I'll do, I'm going to attach it to my front bodice. So this is the front of my top. I'm going to place this strap right here at the center.
leaving our half-inch allowance here and half-inch allowance here for sewing. So this is just going to be in between here. So I'm just going to join this. I'm going to sew this down. I'll be turning this with my facing. This right side facing right side. I'm going to stitch all round. Starting from the armhole, I'm going to stitch all round to the other side with half-inch sewing allowance. Make sure everything is well aligned. I'll start stitching from one end all the way to the other end. So I'm done sewing it all around. So I'm just going to snip through my allowances. This will help it relax properly when I turn it over. We're going to press open all our seam allowance. We're going to open it up. We're going to open it up and press it all around. After we're done with that, we're just going to flip it over to the right side. We'll flip it over to the right side and we'll still press it flat. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So I'm done pressing it, and this is what it looks like. This is the front and this is the back. Now you have to overlock the edges. Don't forget to overlock the edges for a clean finish.
Moving over to the back part, we're going to turn it with our facing just like we did with the front. Now making sure everything is matching up, upper part and the upper part. My zip allowance, so everything is matching up. So I'm just going to sew this down with half-inch sewing allowance. You notice I didn't backstitch the zipper part because I'm still going to open it up to fix my zipper. So I just left here. Just like we did the front, I'm going to press open my seam allowance, turn it over, press it. So I'm done pressing it, and this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join both sides, my zipper allowance. I'm going to sew down my zipper allowance. So we left 1 inch for our zipper. So I'm joining it together with 1 inch. Now I'm not going to backstitch because I'm still going to open up this sewing to attach my zipper. But I just want to sew it down first so I can iron it and get my crease line. So I'm just going to press this open to get my crease line, and this will make it easier for me to fix my zipper. That's the essence of joining it together first. So I'm done pressing it. This is the first what the front looks like, and this is what the back looks like. So now we'll be joining it with our front face. I'm just going to turn this. It's right side facing right side. I'm going to stitch this down with the 1 inch sewing allowance to left. Why? Because I'm just going to check my measurements again to make sure everything is correct. So our bust was 38, which is 9.5. So I'm just going to mark that. So let's see. Yes, we're still in line. This is our 1 inch allowance that we left. For the waist is 33. This is 8.25, which is here. So let's check. Yes, 1 inch. So we are going to be marking 1 inch down for our joining. So I'm done joining both sides together. I'm just going to open this up and press it. We're almost done with this stuff. So I'm just going to press it, then I'll fix my zipper and I'll hem it. Please don't forget to overlock all your raw edges from this finishing. So I've already gone ahead to hem my top, and this is what it looks like at the front. So right now I'll be fixing my zipper. So now I'll be attaching my zipper to my top. I've already separated the facing from the main top. Next thing I'm going to do, I'll be sewing my zipper down. I'll be attaching it to the main top. I'm going to follow the crease line and I'll sew it down to my top. I'm not attaching the facing, just the main top. So I'll do that now. So I'm done attaching my zipper and I'll be turning it with my facing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip my facing over it this way. And I'm going to stitch it down, stitch both down. I'm done stitching it down. What I'll do next, I'm going to sew a straight line to close it up. I'll be continuing this line we made earlier and I'll sew it straight down. So I'm done sewing it. I'm just going to cut off my excess zipper and I'm just going to flip it over. I'm just going to flip it over to the right side And this is what we have. Pulling this out, I'll just pull this out with this. And this is what we have. This is what it looks like on the inside, and this is what it looks like on the outside. So our top is ready. We've come to the end of this video. Please, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more educational videos like this. And if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section and I will leave a reply. Thanks for watching. Bye.